Hello, I'm Roly, and I'm one of the custodians of this beautiful woodland in the heart of Derbyshire. And this is videoblog 167. Today I like to spend a little time talking about something that many people find difficult to discuss, yet something that every woodland understands completely, and that is death. The trees around us do not fear it. The fallen oak becomes food for fungi. The fungi nourishes the soil, and the soil feeds the roots of the next generation. Leaves fall, decay, and become the rich earth beneath our feet. Throughout nature, nothing is wasted. Everything returns. For most of human history, people understood this instinctively. We live closer to the land and closer to the seasons, and we know that our own lives were woven into the same great cycle that governs the woodland. In recent years, a new approach to burial has begun to attract attention. It is known as human composting or natural organic reduction. The idea is surprisingly simple. Instead of burial in the traditional coffin or cremation in the furnace, the body is placed within a careful, controlled environment containing natural materials such as straw, wood chips, and other plant matter. Over a period of weeks, nature is allowed to do what nature has always done. The body returns to the earth, and the result is not ashes but soil. To some people, that may sound unsettling, yet when we pause and think about it, it is perhaps one of the most natural processes imaginable. Every tree in this woodland stands upon soil created from countless generations of living things. Every flower, fern, and bird depends upon the continual recycling of life into new life. The woodland is, in many ways, a great living conversation between birth, growth, death, and renewal. What interests me most is not the technology behind human composting, but the philosophy. For centuries, many cultures have spoken of returning to the earth. In the book of Genesis, we find the words, "For dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return." Many indigenous traditions speak of becoming part of the land once more, and the ancient Celtics often view death not as an ending but as a transition within a much larger cycle of existence. Standing here amongst the trees, it is difficult not to feel the truth of that idea. Nothing truly disappears. The carbon that forms our bodies once belonged to the forests, oceans, and stars. The atoms within us are ancient beyond imagination. Long before they become part of us, they were part of countless other living things, and one day they will be again. Perhaps that is why woodland places often feel sacred. They remind us that endings and beginnings are not opposites, they are partners. A fallen tree is not a failure, it is the beginning of a new habitat. A rotting log becomes home to insects, mosses, fungi, and seedlings. What appears to be an ending is actually an act of generosity towards the future. Human composting raises interesting questions about how we wish to be remembered. Do we wish to leave behind stone monuments? Do we wish to become ashes upon the wind? Or do we wish to nourish a woodland, a meadow, or a young tree that may stand for centuries after we are gone? There is no right or wrong answer. Each of us must decide what feels meaningful. Yet I find something rather beautiful in the thought that even in death we might continue to contribute to the living world around us, that perhaps one day a blackbird might sing from a tree rooted in soil that once carried our footsteps, that a fox might pass through shade we helped to create, that future generations that might sit beneath those branches without ever knowing the story, yet still benefit from the gift. The woodland teaches us many lessons, but one of the most important is that life is not a straight line, it is a circle, and perhaps the greatest comfort nature offers is this: nothing is truly lost, everything returns. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and take care of the woodland near you. So thank you very much for watching this Custodian of a Woodland, and I do hope to see you again.